Hey, today we're talking about where to pray. We're continuing our series in the Sermon on the Mount, and we're in Matthew chapter 6, and this is in verse 5. And Jesus says, "And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites who stand on the street corners and pray for all to be seen. Rather, go into your room and close the door and pray to your Father in heaven, for he will see, he rewards what is unseen." And go ahead and pray. Do not pray like the pagans do, who keep on babbling on, but rather pray to your Father, for he already knows what you need before you ask. You see what Jesus is trying to tell us here is that he's saying, look, what needs to happen is you don't need to go out and just pray for show. You don't need to advertise hey, I spend my time with the Lord. Or you don't need to go and say this big boisterous long prayer with all these fancy words. For some reason you're speaking in the King James English because you think that's what the Bible says. So that has extra power. That's not the way it works. That's not when you pray to God. That's not how it's supposed to work. Rather, what you can do is you can be truthful and you can be honest. And it can be a private prayer that's just between you and God. And so when you pray, you can talk to him about your feelings and what you hope and what you dream. And as you're talking to him, it's not like this is new information for God. God already knows what you're asking and what you're talking about before you ever do. So it's not like you're trying to fill in a counselor who you've never talked to, but rather you're talking into a loving father, a very close friend who knows the ins and outs of your life. And this is so much better than going out for show to get support from other people, because now you're listening to a person who actually knows you, who cares for you, and can do something about it.